Hi guys, welcome back to the FPL Duo. We're back again for an FPL transfer tips video for double game week 26. Big game week ahead with the doubles, and we're very excited to do this transfer tips video with you guys. And we'll be going through our recommendations and our picks on who you should be transferring in for double game week 26 and why, and any players you should be avoiding. Also, any injury news or anything you need to be aware about, we'll also mention that in this video. But to kick things off, how you been anyway, Jordan?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Watching the Man United Brighton match the other day, that was pretty surprising, but fortunate as well. Yeah, with the 2-0.
I would say But all in all, it was a good game week. Game week 25 was good for me. I got a green arrow for once. But yeah, moving on to game week 26. So I'll let you kick it off with the first player we're bringing in. So the first recommendation we have for double game week 26 is Burnley's Weghorst. I'll let you go into his stats and why you should be looking to bring him in.
Okay, so for Weghorst, we have, let's start off with the stats. So he has 8 shots, his total shots. He's had 1 assist so far. He's had 2 shots on goal, which is not bad. But unfortunately, he hasn't scored yet, but he has come close to scoring on many occasions. But we have yet to see more of Weghorst, obviously, for Burnley. And this is why we are talking about him in this transfer tip video. His XG per 90 is 0.50. His XA per 90 is 0.11. A bit low, but his XG is pretty high still, which is good to see. His price is 6.5 mil, so he's a cheap forward option if you want to go for a cheap double game week forward. Despite many lacking forwards in the season, it's been a very hard pick to know which forwards are going to do well and which ones are not going to do well. Pretty much been none have done well so far.
Yeah, and he's got low ownership, hasn't he? 1.4%, which is very good.
His ownership is still low. It's only gone up by like 1 point something. It's not been hugely massive jump in ownership, so it is a good time to jump on Weghorst for the double game week.
Also, there is that slight doubt. You know, he did go off injured against Liverpool. I'm going to see what Sean Dyche says in his press conference. As of now, there's not much news, is there? If he is fit.
No, it's more like speculation if he's fit enough to play in the double game week coming up. But nonetheless, if he doesn't play in...
Sorry, just to interrupt you. There's been quotes today. It says, Sean Dyche said, we are expecting him to be okay. He has trained a light session today, but I think he will be fine. So it looks like everything is fine with Weghorst, and Sean Dyche has confirmed that today in the press conference. So I'm definitely bringing him in, basically.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer to bring in a Weghorst for the double game at 26, because obviously now that we look at the next fixtures in double game week 26, Weghorst has Brighton away and Tottenham home. Now, not particularly the greatest fixtures for Burnley, but it's still good still to bring Weghorst for these 2 double game week matches. Obviously, because 2 matches, he's going to play twice in.
He's a double. He has 4 games in 2 weeks or 2 game weeks, which is great.
That's where it comes in again for game week 27, where you have Crystal Palace away and Leicester home. So yet again, he's playing twice in 1 game week. So it's even more beneficial why Weghorst should be in your team, because he has 2 double game weeks coming up.
Yeah, I agree. I think just quickly on me on Weghorst, what I think of him. I think I'm definitely bringing him in as of now, mainly because of the doubles. You know, Brighton and Tottenham in 26, and then Crystal Palace and Leicester in 27. I think that's very, very good for Burnley. I just think that is a no-brainer for me, especially at the price. And there's no other better forwards around that range, so I'm definitely going to go for Weghorst. If I was free hitting or even at a hit, I'll definitely also take a -4 to bring him in, because I think it's worth it, because you get the extra fixtures, especially in 27. But yeah, he's been our first pick. I think Weghorst, we're both going to have him in our team probably for 26. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, in my free hit team, when I eventually activate it, he will be in my free hit team as one of my forwards. And
Okay.
you'll find out on the deadline who the rest of them are.
Yep. We'll join us tomorrow, guys, for that. Not tomorrow, sorry, Saturday.
Saturday morning.
Team selection tomorrow. But yeah, moving on to the second player. So Weghorst is number 1 on our list. Second player we recommend is Arsenal's Bukayo Saka. We take a quick glance at his stats. He's had 15 shots. He's had 4 assists this season. 15 shots on goal as well. And he's got 6 goals, which is quite impressive. So you look at his XG per 90, 0.28, and then expected assists per 90 is 0.24. So I think at that price range as well, 6.4 million. If you're looking for a midfielder, I think Saka is a good buy for double game week 26. You look at his ownership, 16.1%. So he's not low owned, but he's also not very template, I'd say. So you see he's got Brentford at home, Wolves at home as well. 2 home fixtures for Saka. I think he is a good option, especially around that price point, and he's one that I'm definitely considering bringing him in. The only slight reservation I have over Saka is I have triple Liverpool players. So if I bring Saka in, that I'll have 4 players that potentially blank in 27, because Liverpool blank in 27 and Arsenal blank in 27. So the worry is if I bring both of them in, I'll have 4 players that all blank at the same time, and I'll be playing with 10 players basically. So that's why I don't know if I should bring in Saka. But if you're on a free hit, or maybe you don't have triple Liverpool, maybe you can take Jota out, because we will come on to Jota. He picked up an injury, so maybe you can do Jota to Saka. Then that could be a good one for game week 27 as well, with the blanks for Arsenal and Liverpool. But yeah, what's your opinions on Saka anyway, mate?
Yeah, I do favour Saka, especially now Martinelli has picked up a red card and is not being able to play in the double game week 26 now. So Saka's looking ever more stronger as a midfielder pick for this double game week, especially when Arsenal have got 2 home fixtures, because Saka was only blanked in one of his last 5 outings at Emirates Stadium. At home, he's had 27 shots and 22 shots inside the box, penalty area, and 24 chances created in all total. So he's a no-brainer pick, I reckon, for this double game week. As one of your 3 Arsenal players to have in this double game week, he is definitely on the top of the list.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think he probably is, or Ramsdale as well. I think Ramsdale might be the most picked Arsenal player for double game week 26. I think Saka is probably the next best. Maybe, Ben White or someone like that as well in defense, or Tierney.
Yeah, if you want, Gabriel.
Yeah, I think Saka is a good pick, and I am considering bringing him in myself, but we will see what I decide to do in double game week 26. Just got a quick comment here from Ken, who is a watcher of our shows. He says, "Evening, guys."
Oh, good evening, Ken. How are you doing?
Yeah, I hope you're well, mate. Let's go on to the next player we pick. So, moving on to the next player is Tottenham's Harry Kane. Just a quick look at Harry Kane's stats. He's got 2 assists, 5 goals this season. His XG per 90 is 0.47, and his expected assist per 90 is 0.21. He's a premium player, so obviously with a 12.2 million price tag. I think if you have Ronaldo in your team, it could be an easy switch to Harry Kane, or for the budget. But Harry Kane is a decent option, I think. Man City isn't a great fixture, but he could get a attacking return or 2 against Burnley. So I do like Harry Kane. I think I prefer Son, but yeah, I think Harry Kane could do decent in that second fixture, and then also after that he's got Leeds and Everton if you're looking at a bit longer term. But yeah, What's your thoughts on Harry Kane, and also is he a good pick for the double 26? Especially, do you prefer him over Son? I'm assuming you do.
Since Son picked up his injury and has returned back to Tottenham, he hasn't really been the same as he was before he got injured. So it has changed my sort of mind in terms of who I favour most now, of Kane or Son. It seems like Kane has become more of a better choice now. Surprisingly, you wouldn't have thought that at the start or mid of the season, that just the way Kane's performances were going. But it seems Kane has turned the leaf on that corner about how he's playing at Tottenham now. He seems more serious. He seems to have shrugged off that whole transfer malarkey between Man City and that whatnot about that transfer issues he's had. But nonetheless, I think Harry Kane is a good option for a forward pick for this double game week. Out of all the other options, like Wilfried Zaha, he's uncertain if he'll play both matches because obviously there's a lot of rotation in Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace's forwards, as we've seen. So you definitely know Kane's going to play. He's enabled to play for.
He's a 90-minute player, isn't he? Usually he plays every game if he's fit.
It's a dead certain choice to make, and obviously you never know what Kane will do, especially against Burnley. I know Man City is a tough one, but again,
he could still score against City, I think.
Yeah, he has talent, he has potential to score against top high class teams like Man City.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think Kane can get an attacking return in those games. I'm not very keen on Spurs though. They've lost 3 games in a row. This could be a 4th game they lose in a row as well. You know, Man City isn't going to be easy for them. So I'm not too keen on Spurs right now. I just think they're not playing very good. But if I was free hitting, I would have at least Son or Kane in there. And I think I prefer Son. I think Jordan goes Kane. We'll see what this happens. But yeah, we definitely think you should have a Spurs player in your lineup for game week 26.
Even after that, he has good fixtures, Leeds and Everton.
Yeah, that's also true. So moving on to the next player we're going to talk about is 8 NOURI from Wolves, the defender. He's got 4 clean sheets this season, and he also has the 2 assists. You look at his XG, obviously it's not so high. His expected assist is 0.12, which not too bad. He's also got a low ownership of 1.8%. His price is 4.4 million. He has a double game week against Leicester and Arsenal. I think the fixtures aren't too bad, especially the Leicester one. You could see them getting a clean sheet. I could even see them getting a clean sheet against Arsenal, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't be surprised if Wolves keep the door shut on that game. But yeah, I think Wolves have a good defense this season. So if you're looking for maybe an outside clean sheet, I think Wolves is a good pick to go for. Maybe the goalkeeper as well, Sarr. But I think 8 NOURI, especially if you're bench boosting or free hit, I don't see any reason why 8 NOURI can't get a decent points this week. What do you reckon anyway?
Yeah, I think any of the defense for Wolves that are able to play, like Semedo, I know he's like a midfielder, but
he plays attack, but wing back, right back.
But yeah, even Cody, any Wolves defender, I'd say is a good pick. But because of 8 NOURI, his price especially and his ownership, he has the lowest ownership and cheapest value for price. If you want to keep money saved for something like in the midfield for example, that is hard to get. Yeah, if it's hard to get with someone that's more higher price, because I don't think it matters who you get in the Wolves defense, because any one of them could possibly potentially get an assist or even score.
Yeah, that's true. I like the goalie. If I wasn't going Ramsdale, then maybe the goalie. He's done well this season, hasn't he? Sarr.
Oh yeah, Sarr has done very well this season. He's had a good season so far for Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, Wolves have been very good in their defence. I'd say that's the strongest position in the team.
Yeah.
So they can keep a clean sheet.
Yeah, so obviously when we've mentioned 8 NOURI now, we think Wolves do have I'll say 2 decent fixtures. I mean, they're not easy. But Wolves, never know. They can nick a clean sheet. The problem with the Wolves is we know they don't score many goals. So as a defender, maybe it's better to pick defenders over attacking players of Wolves. So rather go for a defender instead of like a Jimenez or something like that. But we will go on to the next player. The next player we've picked is RAPHINHA from Leeds. He's having an outstanding season with 2 assists, 8 goals, 60 shots, and 16 shots on goal. His expected goals per 90 is 0.28. His expected assists is 0.22. 14.5% owned, 6.5 million. Very good price range. I think he's one of the better midfielders within that ballpark. He's nailed to play, you'd assume. I know he got benched during the half time, but I do think he'll play both games. Leeds don't have a good double game week fixture on paper. Manchester United at home and then Liverpool away isn't easy. But if you want a player around the 6 million mark, and RAPHINHA's on penalties, he does play 90 minutes usually, and he is nailed. You'd say not much of a rotation risk. And yeah, I think he is a decent pick, especially for that price. If you're going for a SAKA or a RAPHINHA, and then maybe couple him up with, like a Salah or someone like that, I think a lot of people will go with that. What you reckon anyway for RAPHINHA? Would you be bringing him in, and do you think it's worth taking a hit, for example, to bring a player like RAPHINHA in against, Man United and Liverpool?
Personally, I was skeptical whether to bring RAPHINHA in or not in my team, but because of the fixtures, I don't think that puts me off too much because of RAPHINHA's talent that we've seen in the absence of Bamford. We've seen RAPHINHA shine against for Leeds. He has really pushed the boat out for them in many matches, getting those 8 goals. As he has looked very promising as a player, and I think he is I think he plays too well to be for Leeds as well. I think he deserves to be in a team that's more to his caliber or skill.
Oh yeah, he can definitely. If Leeds, you can see a big move for him. He's a great player in the summer. Not to upset any Leeds fans.
Yeah, of course, not to upset any Leeds fans out there. But yeah, I think he's a very good pick for if you're free hitting, or even if you're gonna
get
RAPHINHA in, as a hit, because his price is very cheap for for the player he is, 6.5 mil. I mean, that's really good for him, a player of that kind. So yeah, I do definitely believe he's a good pick for double game week, even though it's Man United and Liverpool. I mean, come on, it's Man United.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think I was going to go on to, obviously, actually, I'll speak about that on the next. I'll speak about that on the next game week. Next video. So we will do a team selection video tomorrow, right? And I do think I have some interesting decisions to make, because just to let you know early, I might keep Bruno. I'm starting to think, should I keep Bruno for one more week? Hear me out. Because he plays Leeds, and Bruno has a great record against Leeds, where he's got hat tricks, and I don't know. I'm just thinking, shall I keep Bruno in for one more game week against Leeds? I know he's a single game week player, but I have a feeling Bruno is going to do a madness against Leeds. I don't know why.
It's the same for Bowen as well. People will keep Bowen in there, even though it's a single player game week. He's got Newcastle home, so a lot of people are going to keep him in for the double game week, even when he's got a single match, because we just know how good Bowen is.
Yeah, that's true. So some single game week players like Bowen is still worth having him in your team, especially at the price as well, and his performances. Hamza here with a comment. He said, "Yo, how are you guys?"
Oh, very well, Hamza. Hope you're good too.
Yeah, we're well. Hope you're well as well. But yeah, guys, just a quick housekeeping. Please drop a like on the video, and also subscribe if you haven't already to our channel. But yeah, we really appreciate the support, and the likes really help us and support us to carry on making these videos for you guys and just make these FPL videos. But yeah, so the players we've mentioned, we mentioned 5. You've got RAPHINHA, we've got 8 NOURI, who we've mentioned, Harry Kane or Son, depending however you want to go. BUKAYO, SAKA, I was thinking of Mamadou Sakho for a second. I don't know why. But yeah, Saka of Arsenal and Weghorst of Burnley. So out of the 5 we picked, who are you thinking, if you had to pick one of them, who'd you go with?
I'll probably go with Saka. I had to pick out of those 5. That's my first choice.
Okay, fair enough. Obviously, do you reckon there's anyone essential? Obviously, we know the Liverpool guys. Other than Liverpool guys, you know, your Salah, your Trent, maybe Robertson, now that Jota's injured. Is there any other player non-Liverpool that you think is quite essential to have?
I think it's essential to have an Arsenal defender like Tierney or Gabriel. I think that is definitely essential because I think Arsenal can keep a clean sheet in one of the double game week matches, or even 2 of them. And plus, the price value for Gabriel and Tierney is only 5.1 mil. So again, it's a cheaper option if you want to go cheap defense for that double game week, and you definitely want triple Arsenal as well.
Yeah, if you're on a free hit, I'd probably go triple Arsenal. But with me, obviously, I as of now, I plan to play my triple captain. So I'm most likely going to triple captain Salah for that one. But yeah, if you're on a free hit, I definitely think you should be going with triple Arsenal, triple Liverpool. Just add a couple more players in as well then. Hamza says Sancho's been on a good run recently. Is he a shout or not? Personally, I don't think he's a priority pick for me for double game week 26. I think Man United have a single game week, so I wouldn't be looking to bring Sancho in, especially at the price point. He's quite expensive. And then after game week 28, Man United have really tough fixtures. They play Man City, they play Liverpool, they play Spurs, all in a row. So I think after game week 28, you can get rid of your Man United players for good. I think there's a fixture swing, and yeah, I wouldn't be holding on to many Man United players after game week 28. That's just my opinion. Let us know what you think if you agree, because there is that fixture swing, isn't there, Jordan?
Yeah,
after 28 with Man United.
Yeah, the fixtures turn horrible for Man United. I did mention though, if they'll somehow play fantastically well against Liverpool, Man City.
Yeah, imagine they go and beat Man City or something like that. You never know.
It's just the wonders of football.
Yeah. See, also got another comment here from Ken who says he actually debating keeping Fernandes for one more week. And I had that same thought because we know how Leeds play with the open attacking football, and Man United on the counter attack with Fernandes. Could he get a goal or two? That's my thinking as well. Ken, I was thinking the same with you.
Well, in their Brighton match, even though Brighton had 10 players because Dunk got red carded, Man United did really play well after that. But I don't know if that's because only the red card was
that's true.
Changed it, but it did look more promising for Ronaldo and Fernandes, I guess, in that match nonetheless.
Yeah, the red card definitely changed the game. Who knows what it would have been with 11-11? Because Brighton were the better team, and until that goal until that Ronaldo goal.
Yeah.
But Leeds haven't been too great recently. They've been conceding a few goals, and I do think I just have a feeling, I don't know, that Fernandes is going to score against Leeds. But
I mean, it's most likely he will. Leeds are all over the place still, and Bielsa has been making some weird tactical decisions like taking off RAPHINHA.
Just going on to game week 26 as well. Jota, it's unconfirmed as of now, but the media reports are Jota is going to miss Norwich. So if Jota does miss Norwich, which we think he will, because he had something wrong with his ankle. He hurt his ankle. So that changes my plans a lot, I think. If Jota's injured, I might have to transfer Jota out, and I could maybe go get a Saka or a RAPHINHA or even a another midfielder, like and even keep Bruno, because I think Jota's a priority I've got to take out. So
yeah,
let us know in the comments, because obviously Jota is quite high owned. So let us know if you guys have Jota and what you're doing with Jota, because he has an ankle injury, and it looks like he's going to miss the game. So I'm just on Twitter right now. But yeah, Jota is flagged now, I believe. And yeah, if Jota's out, I think I'm definitely going to transfer him out. I don't think there's a point in me holding him. So he's got a 50% chance of playing, it says on FPL.
His chances have gone down. It was 75.
I think Jota's one that I'm definitely going to remove. I just don't know who I'm going to bring in, but it's changed my plans quite a lot because obviously I wanted to keep Jota because I thought he was a great double game week pick. So is it worth taking a hit to move Jota? Because if he just misses one game, the rumors are he'll miss Norwich and he'll be back for the other game against Leeds. Don't know how true that is, but I think Klopp does a press conference tomorrow, so we'll probably hear more. So I'll definitely watch out for Klopp's press conference tomorrow, I believe. And if he says anything like Jota's going to miss both or anything, then I think 100% get him out your team. Even if he misses that Norwich game, I'd probably get rid of him and bring in a Robertson if you can, and go double Liverpool at the back. Because there's not many managers that do have Robertson and Trent, so that's a good little differential for you guys wanting to move up ranks. What you reckon anyway? What's your plans with Jota? Because I know you own Jota.
Yeah, I did. I think I benched you the other day when you mentioned that Jota picked up an injury during the game and had to come off. I was thinking that's a risk now for my free hit team to put Jota in, despite if it's a serious injury or not. Because if he misses one of those games, it means it wasn't worthwhile to bring him in. So I definitely won't be bringing in Jota now. I think that's too much of a risk. Even if Klopp says in his press conference tomorrow that.
Oh, okay. So there's a Liverpool journalist that I follow called Dave Maddock of the Mirror. He says Diogo Jota out for the weekend against Norwich with ankle ligament injury worse than first thought. But Liverpool have not ruled him out of the EFL Cup final against Chelsea at this stage. Oh, it looks like he's definitely going to miss the next two then. So yeah. I think you could definitely get rid of him. He's not going to play. I doubt he'll play both games. He will undergo stringent rehab with physios in an attempt to make Wembley. So Liverpool have a cup final on the 26th, I think, against Chelsea. So he might be a doubt for that game. So I wouldn't be looking to bring him in really. So
that does change a lot of things.
Changes a lot of our plans because most people were triple Liverpool. Now maybe you take Jota out, downgrade him to someone cheaper like Saka or someone like that, and then maybe bring in Robertson or even a Van Dijk, someone like that, and go triple Liverpool still. Because I do think triple Liverpool is essential, in my opinion.
Yeah, you got to have triple Liverpool, definitely. Ken just said as well. He just read on Twitter that Jota's out for the next two. So it's looking like
that's what I've seen as well. Because I've not kept up with much news today. I've just been so busy with everything going on. Like as I mentioned, the housework that I've currently going on. But it looks like Jota's gonna miss. But that could also mean a good thing for Salah. That could mean more minutes for Salah because now more reliance on Salah to get the goals. So you can look at it both ways. But keep an eye on that one. And it's going to be an interesting team selection video tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be very mind-blowing what players to pick, especially in the midfield now. It's going to make it more interesting that Jota's not in the midfield anymore. And plus, that does change the defence too.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap this stream up. This has been the FPL Transfer Tips video for Double Game Week 26. We will do a stream tomorrow, hopefully around 6 p.m. UK time for a team selection video that we will be out. We will also go live as usual on a deadline stream Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So join us for the deadline stream as well. With Ken says we Jota out Firmino for a differential. I'd prefer a defender. I think I'd go Robertson or Van Dijk before I go with Firmino. I don't think Firmino's a great FPL pick, but hey, he is a differential. And if he scored, he did score last night. Great header. So yeah, I just prefer Robertson or Van Dijk. But yeah, so as you've mentioned, join us tomorrow and on Saturday for the deadline stream. Also, anyone still in the stream, please drop a like. and also subscribe. And yeah, that's it for us from today, I think. Is there anything else you wanted to add ahead of the game week 26?
We'll obviously keep you updated on Twitter as well if there's any updates or any news that follows after this stream, of course, as well.
Yeah, that's correct. We will tweet out anything if we hear anything regarding team news or if anything changes with our team selection. So yeah, follow us on Twitter if you haven't already, the FPL Duo. Also, a quick plug to our mini league. That's the mini league code if you want to join. The link is also in the description, so you don't miss it. But yeah, guys, that's it from us today. This has been the transfer tips video. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you again tomorrow for a team selection video. That's it from us today, and we hope you have a good one. Take it easy, guys, and have a good one. Peace.
Yeah, see you guys. See you tomorrow.
Take care.